Morning, boys. It is about 4:40 in the morning. I got up at 4:15. I have a checklist that I write every night before, and it just consists of a morning routine, the tasks I have to do throughout the day, my long-term goals, and then a little end-of-day routine. So what I'll do is I'll make my bed. I'll write in my journal I just showed you. I'll drink some water, I'll hydrate. Got some water back there. I'll hydrate, do a little pink salt. That'll get my electrolytes and minerals replenished. And then I'll pray to the Lord. And then I'll go out and I'll do my push-ups for my Instagram story. Then I'll go for a walk just to clear my head. Usually I wouldn't really have gone on my phone much, and I'll just, do my thing essentially. Meditate, walk, come back, clear head, come back, read the Bible, just a little bit of it, and then I'll immediately start working on a client program. Waking up early, it sucks immediately. Like, it sucks getting up, it sucks doing my morning routine, but after I'm done with that now, it doesn't suck at all, and it's actually really good. And I understand that most people are not going to be doing this. I understand that most people, they're going to want to do it, and then their alarm's going to ring, and then they're going to be like, they're going to turn it off and go back to bed, because when you first start this, it fucking sucks, and your brain doesn't know what's going on. You feel like you're dying. That's what happens with this, but you have to learn to push through and get things done. But it was this morning routine that really got me to where I am. Just waking up early as fuck in the morning, ass crack of dawn, doing my morning routine, which you don't want some long ass morning routine, because I've had those and I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm just wasting time. My morning routine has to be a reasonable morning routine. So obviously, I'm not going to show you guys making my bed. It's simple. You just make your bed, but got a little bit of pink salt. Just grind it up in your hand. Spring water. And then right after I hydrate and get my minerals in, my electrolytes, I pray. So then, write my journal. Write whatever is going through my head, whatever it is. Right here, bro, it says, I'm not allowing myself to get a girlfriend until I'm at 10K per month, and I'm serious. I'm gonna get there. Just another external thing that has to push me through. So I feel those months coming in 2025. I just need to stay diligent, continue working hard every single day. The thing that you need to understand is that it's all here. It's all mental. So when you take control of that and you push yourself to the limit, you wake up. You don't want to. You get up anyway. Is that mental fortitude that you need to breach. Because that's the only thing holding you back in. Yes, I wake up, and the first thing I'm thinking is, fuck. 4:15 already, bro. I'm tired. I would love to sleep in, but I understand that there's things I need to do. So I don't. You have to have a fire lit under your ass. And all the things I'm writing down is like all these goals that I need to get to. It's like I need it, bro. I need it. It's not, oh, I want it. It's like I fucking need it. And here are the things I need to do to get there. You just have to do it. You just have to push through that mental barrier and do it. Anyways, I'll take you guys out in the garage. I'll show you my morning push-ups. So I'm about to do my morning push-ups. I would record this for my Instagram story. I do, and post it and hold myself accountable to you guys every day. So I know there's gonna be that one dude in the comments that's gonna be like, your form is shit, bro. Get better form. I'm gonna be the one to tell you that. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that you're full of shit, because I'm not doing that to train and get bigger. I'm fucking doing that, first of all, to hold myself accountable on Instagram. I feel like that's a good way to do it, because it's two birds, one stone. I'm holding myself accountable, and I'm getting the blood flowing, getting the blood pumping, and it's something I don't want to do. It's cold outside. My neighbors are looking at me, you know? It's like, it's just something I don't want to do, but I do it anyway. It's that simple, and this morning routine gets me set up for the day to conquer that day. That's all it does. So, you know, you just have to put, like, again, I was talking earlier, you just have to push through that mental barrier, bro. And it's like, dude, like, yeah, I live at my parents' house and whatnot, but, you know, I love my family and all that, but I want to get my own house. I want to get my own apartment. I want my energy. I don't want to get distracted. I don't want people to talk me down from what I truly want to do, which is this YouTube channel documenting, helping as many people as I can along the way, because I've been on this personal development journey for a couple years now, and, you know, I've kind of mastered it at this point, and I'm now working on my business to help others master their personal development journey, because I think that everybody needs to master their personal development before they can truly pursue their passion and truly become the man they want. And, you know, I see this problem in society where either nobody's personal developing or nobody wants to personal develop, right? It's like, the thing is, bro, you just have to fucking do it. You just have to go and dive headfirst into whatever you're doing. It's like, bro, when I first started, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Set an alarm for like 5 a.m. I'm like, I'll go for a run. You know, I need to quit social media. I need to quit scrolling all the time. I need to, you know, start quitting all these things. And as I progressed on, and weed was chronic. My weed addiction was chronic. My porn addiction was chronic. Everything else really wasn't that hard. Like, obviously it was hard, but I didn't have a problem like getting away from that, like doom scrolling. Like, I already knew that shit was bad. I already knew that I needed to stop doing that. Video games, I already knew that shit was wasting my time. But when it came to weed and porn, like, for some reason, bro, I just wouldn't stop. I would continue to do it day after day, every single day, bro. And only until I quit the porn. The porn is what genuinely changed my entire life. The semen retention thing, that genuinely fucking changed everything. Like, after I started doing that for like a month, dude, I just looked at my weed and I'm like, bro, fuck this shit. Why do I have this? And I literally threw it away, and like, I haven't looked back since. It is like, semen retention is the thing that will get you to where you're going. Because here's the thing, here's how your brain operates: is when you're retaining from that, and you're so used to it, when you're watching porn and doing that, your brain thinks you're a stud. Your brain thinks you've already achieved the goal. The brain thinks that you've worked your ass off your whole life to get in a position where you have women to reproduce. And once you get to that and you're reproducing, your brain thinks it has reached the goal, and it doesn't really feel the need to push itself further, because it's like, we already have what we need, right? Like, think about it, dude. Everything we do is to attract a woman, dude. A lot of like what people like, oh, I want to make money so I can get a hot chick. That's good, right? Oh, I want to get big muscles so I can get a hot chick. I want to, whatever you're doing, bro, it's most likely because of a chick. Like, you want a good chick. So when you're telling your brain you're constantly getting that, your brain is not really going to want to improve at all. It's just going to want to stay where it is. It's like, we're fine anyway, we can get, because you're basically living like a king, bro. You're living at the top of the pyramid, right? Like how a king would live 1,000 years ago. You're living like way better than them. So your brain thinks you're at the top of the pyramid already. So your brain has no essence of pushing itself. But when you abstain from that and you just take that away, your brain's like, holy fuck, we need to attract women. Holy fuck, we're not a stud no more. We gotta start getting our shit together. So what ends up happening is you start putting on muscle way quicker, because now your body is putting on muscle to attract a woman. Now you can be locked in way better. And when you fail, when you make a mistake, it hits you way harder and you learn from it more. Like everything, bro. And you're calm, and you just have that masculine essence back, And when everyone's like, oh yeah, that energy, that women know that you do semen retention, bro, it's bullshit. Because the same women that, the same good looking women when I was still doing it, nothing has changed with women, bro, really, at all. Like, I don't really talk to women. Like I said earlier, I'm not gonna get a girlfriend until I'm at $10,000 per month. I'm making that commitment right now. I'll say it right now. That's what I'm doing. So, it's just a distraction, all that shit. Because then, they'll piss you off, and then they'll, do this, do that, and it's like, I don't want that until I'm at where I want to be. I just want to focus on me, bro. Focus on development. Focus on my goals. No other external distraction. And once I get to where I want to be, then, I'll be at a position where I can let a girl in that will help me towards my goals. Because right now, all the women I've ever talked to have only weighed me down. And that's the truth. So I just understand my position in that. But when it comes to semen retention, if you're constantly doing that shit, bro, you're not gonna get anything done, because your brain is not gonna have that external drive to actually improve and get great. brain's not gonna have any of that. It's gonna think you're at the goal, and you're gonna continue eating like shit. You're gonna continue playing video games. You're gonna continue smoking weed. You're gonna continue doing all the bad habits that are keeping you depressed and anxious and really just living a shit life, right? So that's what I said, like, once you get your foundation settled, once you get your self-improvement together, once you get that together, then you can start working on what you actually want to do. But first, you have to become at war with your own mind and push through the mental barriers and genuinely fucking take action every single day towards that. Because if you don't have that foundation established, that self-improvement foundation, I call it the foundation of man, then again, you try and build anything on top of that, it'll all crumble. So you need a solid foundation to build something solid on top of. You cannot build something solid on top of fucking twig, bro. Thatch, like a thatch roof, like fucking twigs, bro. You cannot build anything. You need a concrete, reinforced rebar fucking foundation to build something on. And that's what the foundation of man is. And that's the thing I've really been working on lately, to help people build their foundation, help people with their self-improvement. And that's all these videos are. I'm just documenting my journey. And you know, if you want to know more about the foundation of man, then you know, you can pay me and I can coach you to get to where you want to go. But that's all up to you. I'm not going to sit there and try and sell you on some bullshit that you don't want. Like, these videos are good, you know, it's just there for the people that are genuinely serious and want to invest in their future. Because either you can learn on your own, like I did, that took 3.5 years, or you can pay somebody and save yourself 3.5 years, you know, which I don't really regret anything I did, but I do wish I would have paid somebody to teach me all these things before, because I'd probably be in a way better position now. But you know, I can't live in the past, so here we are. Anyways, I love you guys, and we're gonna go for a walk. It's just another part of my morning routine. It's a way for me to get clarity, a way for me to, you know, just clear my head. And you know, I'll see you there. What's up, boys? We're going on our walk now, and I just wanted to say that you just have to conquer that inner bitch inside of your mind, because you're gonna have that boss voice, and then you're gonna have that inner bitch voice. And when you wake up at 4:15 in the morning, both of those voices in your head are gonna start like negotiating a deal. They're gonna start just trying to make you go back to bed. That bitch voice is gonna be like, bro, this is unhealthy, you know, you need your sleep, you know, you shouldn't be waking up this early, all that shit. And then your boss voice is telling you, get the fuck up, because this is the commitment you made and you need to do this. But you yourself have to come up and just be like, bro, fuck these voices, fuck this negotiation. I just need to peel off the covers. Yes, it's cold. Yes, it's comfortable in my bed. But it's like, I just have to peel off the covers and get up. And the thing is, it's not easier for me. A lot of people just think it's somehow easier for me to wake up at 4 o'clock. No, bro, it's equally as hard as it is for you. You just have a terrible mindset and you have no fucking discipline. And you don't want to. So you go back to bed, you sleep in, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, why didn't I wake up, man? And then you regret it. It's like, dude, every day you do that. And it's the same thing with like quitting porn. It's like you're telling yourself, I'm not going to do it this time. I'm not going to do it this time. And you do it again. And then you do it again. You just have to build your mindset in all aspects of life. Because if you're not out here doing that, you're just going to be a feather in the fucking wind. And when you're a feather in the wind, you just blow wherever the wind blows you. And the wind right now is blowing into a pit of despair. And you're not going to live a good life. And you're going to be in that pit for the rest of your life until you can be a man and crawl out of that pit. And stop being a fucking feather. Because that's all you are, bro. You're just a
you're just a cog to your vices. You're scrolling all the time, watching porn all the time, vaping, smoking weed, playing video games. I was there too, bro. I was a cog to all my vices. But then I crawled out of that shit, and now I couldn't be clearer mentally, and I couldn't even be doing better. Now I'm jacked, and now I feel better. Honestly, I realized how beautiful life can be, but you just have to get over that hurdle of personal development. Like, that's the first stage in reaching your goals. If you're like an entrepreneur and you want to be super successful, the first thing you should be doing is working on yourself and self-improving, because without all that, without that foundation, the foundation of man, you're gonna get nowhere, bro. You're gonna get nowhere, because you have to establish that foundation under you to where you can build something on top of it. If you have a shitty foundation and you're smoking weed, playing video games and all that stuff, and you try and build something on top of that, that foundation is gonna crumble like a fucking crouton. And either you're going to quit, or you're just going to think it's too hard, or whatever, bro. You're not going to be resilient in any way, shape, or form. Anyways, boys, I'm going to finish the rest of my walk. Hope you guys enjoyed that little, deep dive into my early morning thoughts. But, beautiful morning. It's actually pretty nice. I was pretty cold yesterday. But, going to continue this walk. And I'll catch you guys in a little bit.
So boys, just got back from my walk, and this is when it's usually when I pick up the Bible. And I just read. Like a lot of people, they'll do certain verses and whatever. I just read it like a story, like a book. And I take verses that hit different, and I save them. I take a picture of them, whatever it is. See, this is exactly what I mean right here, right? Using a dull axe requires great strength. So sharpen the blade. That's the value of wisdom. It helps you succeed. Basically what that means is when you haven't sharpened your skills, when you haven't established that foundation of man, literally, your self-improvement, if you try and chop that tree down, it's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard, dude. It's gonna take you days, probably. But if you sharpen that blade, you keep sharpening, that tree's gonna be so easy to cut down. Probably take you like a couple hours, realistically. But it's just crazy that verse came right here, because it's literally what I've been talking about, literally. And it's all metaphorical, but you just have to understand how to discern it. But so I'm working on my client program, and I just wanted to talk about it. The foundation of man is for my boy Cameron, but I don't know if you guys can see this. We got macro and micro resources, all that stuff, meals, that's for the training section. That's a whole different thing. Your habits, your mindset, your training, everything, bro. That first section is your health. Then you got your habits. Then you got your mindset, and then your training. Teach you proper weight training. I'll teach you, what you should be putting into your mouth for the best high quality output possible, if your brain can work properly. Weight loss sheet. Habits, bro. I'll teach you how I structure my days, my systems, my processes, how I can track everything too, basically everything you need is in here, bro. And then you'll have one-on-one calls with me, maybe in the beginning when I have a lot more time, I'll focus on you more. We can have multiple one-on-one calls a week, but I'm planning on having a lot of clients, and then we'll do one-on-one call a week, and then one group call with all the clients, so then we can all teach each other things as a group. But these are just the things I'm working on to basically impact as much people as I possibly can with this foundation of man, bro. Just change as many lives as I can, bro. Anyone that stumbles across this content shall be set free. I shall teach you the correct shit. Not Hamza, not Andrew Tate, not all those fucking wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm straight up. Legit. I don't know how else to put this, but, you know, I love people. I just want to help people, bro. And everyone, like, even my close friend knows this. Like, I'm just super selfless when it comes to shit like this. Like, I'll put other people before me. And that's just how I've always been. And, you know, that's all I want to do. But I also want to turn it into a business so I can free myself from the chains of, you know, slavery. I want to be able to work on my business, not work for a shit boss, for a shit corporation. I just want to do my thing. But anyways, that was just my morning routine. And now I'm working on this, but hopefully you guys can take into account what I do here and basically implement it into your own morning so that you can have the best possible optimal morning that'll set you up for success. I love you guys. Take action. You guys have a blessed day.